Million-dollar question: how are the rich really raising their kids? Join us as we crack the code of Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad and unlock the secrets to financial mastery. Robert Kiyosaki is an influential entrepreneur, investor, and author with a net worth estimated to be around to $155 million. Tonight, we crack the code of Robert Kiyosaki, the multimillionaire rebel who shattered financial norms. His book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, became a Bible for those daring to escape the rat race. So, how did he do it? Let's infiltrate the world of the rich dad and unveil the unconventional lessons that turn kids into financial titans. Lesson 1. Rich people don't work for money. In the world of Rich Dad, the sun never sets on opportunity. The two kids, Michael and Lila, were eager to learn the secrets of wealth from their mentor, the enigmatic Rich Dad. Unlike their peers, who were content with weekly allowances, these two had a burning desire to understand the game of money. Rich Dad began their lesson with a simple yet profound statement. The rich don't work for money. They make money work for them. He explained that most people are trapped in a cycle of earning and spending, working jobs they don't enjoy, buying things they don't need. You must break free from this rat race, he advised. Seek to create and acquire assets that generate income even when you're not actively working. To illustrate his point, Rich Dad gave them their first task: to manage a small vending machine business. With only a few machines to their name, Michael and Lila were tasked with making them profitable. It was a challenge that required them to think differently about work and money. As the weeks passed, the kids learned to track their earnings, reinvest profits, and expand their venture. They were no longer working for money. The money was starting to work for them. Their vending machines were now a source of passive income, earning money even as they slept. Rich Dad smiled as he saw the spark of understanding in their eyes. "You've taken your first step towards wealth," he said. "Remember, the rich build assets while the poor and middle class work for wages." Lesson 2. Identify real assets and invest in them. The next lesson from Rich Dad was about financial education. To navigate the seas of wealth, you must first understand the winds and tides of money, he said. He taught them that real assets were like ships that could sail these seas, bringing in wealth from distant lands. Michael and Lila were introduced to various assets: real estate, stocks, bonds, and intellectual property. Rich Dad emphasized the importance of understanding each asset's value and potential for generating income. "An asset puts money in your pocket whether you work or not," he explained. "A liability takes money out. Always invest in assets." He set them on a quest to find undervalued properties in the neighborhood. They had to research, analyze, and predict which properties would increase in value. It was a daunting task, but Rich Dad's lessons in financial literacy guided them. Months turned into years, and the kids' portfolio of assets grew. They had become adept at identifying opportunities and making wise investments. Their assets were now a sturdy fleet, braving the financial storms and bringing in a steady stream of income. Rich Dad nodded in approval. "You've learned to see beyond the price tag and understand the true worth of an asset. This knowledge will serve you well on your journey to riches." Lesson 3. Make money for yourself, not your employer. Rich Dad's third lesson was about independence. "If you want to be truly rich, you must be the captain of your own ship," he declared. He explained that working for someone else might provide a steady paycheck, but it would never lead to true wealth. He challenged Michael and Lila to start their own business. It had to be something they were passionate about, something that solved a problem for others. The kids brainstormed and eventually decided to start a tutoring service for students struggling with finances. Their business started small, but their unique approach and dedication quickly attracted more clients. They were not just earning money. They were building an enterprise that could grow independently of their efforts. Rich Dad watched as their business flourished. You've learned to create value for others, and in return, you've created wealth for yourselves. This is the essence of minding your own business. Lesson 4. Stay one step ahead of the system. Rich Dad's fourth lesson delved into the complexities of the tax code and legal system. These are the rules of the game, and like any game, the better you understand the rules, the better you can play. He taught Michael and Lila about tax advantages for businesses and investors, showing them how to legally minimize their tax burden. He also explained the importance of protecting their assets through proper legal structures. The kids were fascinated by how the rich used the system to their advantage. They learned to navigate the legal maze, ensuring their wealth was both growing and protected. Rich Dad was pleased with their progress. You've learned that the system can be a powerful ally if you know how to use it. This knowledge gives you an edge over those who are unaware of the rules. Lesson 5. How to handle money. Rich Dad's fifth lesson was a sobering one. Most people are never taught how to handle money, he said. They go through life without the tools to build wealth. He took it upon himself to provide Michael and Lila with the financial education they lacked. He taught them about budgeting, saving, and the dangers of debt. He showed them how to read financial statements and understand economic indicators. The kids absorbed every lesson, realizing how ill-prepared they had been. But now, armed with knowledge, they were ready to face the financial world with confidence. Rich Dad was proud of their growth. You've learned what most people never will. This education is your most valuable asset. Lesson 6. Where you are and where you want to go. Rich Dad's sixth lesson was about building a roadmap to wealth. You must know where you are, where you want to go, and how to get there, he said. He guided Michael and Lila through a self-assessment, helping them set clear financial goals. Then, he focused on building their financial intelligence, teaching them about investment strategies, risk management, and market analysis. The kids worked tirelessly, applying their newfound knowledge to reach their goals. They learned to adapt to changing markets and to make informed decisions. Rich Dad applauded their determination. You've built a strong foundation of financial intelligence. This will enable you to reach any financial destination you desire. Lesson 7. Courage to invent money. Rich Dad's seventh lesson was about creativity in finance. The rich are alchemists. They can turn any situation into an opportunity to create wealth. He challenged Michael and Lila to find innovative ways to generate income. They explored unconventional investments, created new products, and found unique solutions to financial problems. Their efforts paid off, and they discovered that with enough creativity and courage, they could indeed invent money. Rich Dad was impressed by their ingenuity. You've learned that financial intelligence combined with bold action can create wealth out of thin air. Lesson 8. Fortune favors the bold. For the final lesson, Rich Dad emphasized the importance of taking calculated risks. Fortune favors the bold, he said. Don't be afraid to venture into the world of stocks, bonds, and tax-lien certificates. He taught Michael and Lila how to analyze the stock market, evaluate bonds, and understand the potential of tax-lien certificates. He encouraged them to take risks, but to do so with knowledge and strategy. The kids embraced this advice, diversifying their investments and seeking out high-reward opportunities. They learned that by taking smart risks, they could achieve greater returns. Rich Dad watched as their wealth multiplied. You've learned that playing it safe can mean missing out on great opportunities. By being brave and informed, you've unlocked the doors to greater wealth. Through these lessons, Rich Dad transformed Michael and Lila from mere observers of wealth to active participants in its creation. They learned that wealth was not just about money, it was about mindset, education, and action. And with each lesson, they moved closer to the financial freedom they sought. Adventurers, we've unlocked the transformative lessons of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Michael and Lila showed us these insights are about mindset and financial freedom, not just money. Big or small dreams, these principles are your map. Stay tuned for more wealth-building strategies and practical tips. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell to join the journey. Here's to your financial freedom.